We want to invite Sydney. Unhinged Thoughts 01. We are going to send an invite. And I'm going to make a decision about something right now. All right, you on there? Sydney? You on there, Sid? Sydney?
Hey, hello.
What's the matter with you? Hey, yeah. Hey, am I on? Can you hear me? Is anybody here? Hey, Sydney. Let's try again. Let me see who am I today? See, I don't understand who I am. Who am I? Who's that? Total viewers, current viewers, total viewers 1. Okay. I'm waiting for Sydney. In the meantime, I want to go back to desk 1 and look at my Claude and go back down and download, show in folder, copy, share, copy. I want to go back to desk 2. Here I am at desk 2. I'm going to chat. And hey, Sydney, no, I cannot hear you. Sorry. And here's my chat, Control V. Ooh, it won't let me do that. So I got to go back to Claude. Oh, I know. Let's add a file. I cannot hear you, Sydney. I'm so sorry. I'm inviting you to stream. Invite sent, but I don't even see you. Weird. Where are you, Sydney? Maybe that was the old one. There he is. Awesome. Okay, I'm trying to add a file. I want to add a file here. Share screen. How do I do that? Cancel. Hold on. I'm now in Substack. Sydney, can you see me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you and I can see
Hey! All right. Very quickly, Sydney, for the record, I seem to have like 2 different profiles. One of them is Honey Badger, right? Because that's my call sign in Kenya, which was personal, and then Regeneration Station was business. And now I don't understand how to get into Regeneration Station. Here we go. Because if I go live right now and I go allow this time, can I go live? If I go live from here, I don't know where I'm live. Can you tell me what your side says? Who am I? What's my name to you right now? True Places?
Yeah, True Places. Yeah.
What
correct.
is my @ sign?
I'm using my phone. I'm not able to see that sign.
Oh, okay. At some point in time, if I'll write something. Can you follow this? No. Dang. Okay, hold on. Hi.
Yeah.
True Places. Got it. Now we can go over and visit profile. Aha. See? I better go back and share. That's what's happened. That is what's happened. Let me go back here. Share screen. This is interesting, Sydney. I have a dual personality. This is very interesting. Share. If I'm here, look, see? And I bet you money I can draw on this. Can you see right here? Oh, no, I thought I could draw.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, so I'm Texas Honey Badger. And I have been for a long time. I guess that's what Substack wants me to be. So we're back here. That's fine. It just means we're live in a different place. It's so interesting. Do you see what happened? I haven't been Texas Honey Badger in forever, and that just changed when they did all this new live stuff. Have you tried to go live in a while?
No, not really.
Okay, it's all right. So anyway, what I want to do is just go here, go to Claude, and and pick up what I need. I did the Claude. I want to download the PDF. Then I want to tell you one example of what happened on. Here we go. Let's go to my chats. My projects. This project is called. We're going to share this. All right, let's share this. Again, I'll let you put what you want in. I'm going 6 bricks. And what was the last thing? Google Form Deadline was the last thing. I'm going to let you take it away. Okay? I'm going over to here to show you. I'm downloading this. Okay. And it's a .md. That's one thing I'm downloading. I don't know what that means. So I'm going to go also to Google Drive. And now I'm sharing this tab to show you. I'm going to rename this. It's going to start with me, right? _BJ. Okay. Let's now go like this and save it. Okay. So there it is. I'm now sharing it. Ooh, interesting. Oh, here we go. It's ready. Sharing it with. Are you using Claude, or has it gotten too expensive for you?
I'm using Claude, but the free version.
Okay. So, let's see how much we can do with this. Again, it's another example to say, look, world, not everybody has access. This is not fair. This is not right. Everyone deserves access is my kind of place I want to go, right? Only people with access. And it's going to be anyone in this group. Let's see the group. But I'm also going to add Sydney, right? Sydney. Oops, sorry. Sydney. Kate, Catherine, Quill. And Hillary. Right now, I think that's covering 3 bricks very well. That invites in the brick C of commerce. You are conservation. Kate is culture and how we run things according to women and girls. And Hillary is 6 bricks handover. Hillary, imagine Hillary going, I'm part of 6 bricks, but I really do have a job with human practice. We can't refer to human practice at all. It has to be Hillary, the 6 bricks in a suitcase mentor. Okay. So that's why I'm doing that. That's for the record. Y'all are going to be able to edit that, do whatever you want with it. I'd love to see what your answer is for, and let's go all the way back. Not only the Reinery, but what I want to go back to now is, hang on one second. I need to go to Desk 2, get rid of this, go back here. Here's our Reinery, right? How do I download? Yeah, how do I download, rename, Marcus unread, remove? Can't I just, I'll do this. How about this? Control C? No. Can't I just, there we go. Google Form Deadline. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Sim impact. Okay. Here it is. This. Copy. Right? Now I'm going to share this tab. So can you see this? now? I'm copying the actual chat. I know people are like, what are you doing? You're crazy, but let me just work this out. What the chat created was this, right? I want to come over here to here. And be able to share. Share with your team. But that's where anyone with the link can view. Oh my God. What? Okay, you ready for this? I am sharing this tab. Do you see what I'm doing? I get to, I went over to the right and I'm sharing the chat, create a public link, copy the link, right? If I come over to you now, back to Regeneration Station. Oh my God, this is so exciting. I'm here. Stop sharing. I'm here. And here, please tell me that will copy. Yes! Okay, Sydney, can you click that link, put your, and tell me what you get? I know you're on a phone. I know we're going to get that fixed soon where you're not mucked around with just the little phone. That's what I'm raising money for.
Can you share the link on my WhatsApp?
Sir, yes.
Or it's more technology?
I got this. I'm going to go to Substack over here and go here and go here and go net here. Continue. Okay, I know how to do it. I'm going to go here and ask for WhatsApp. Hold on. Yeah. WhatsApp. Log in. Moment. Now I'm going into WhatsApp. Stand by. My friends. Loading your chats, 1%. Oh my gosh, this could take a while. Okay, then don't close this window. Your messages are downloading. Okay, hang on. Let me see if there's another way. Sorry, I'm on my computer and phone at the same time. I almost want to switch it and give you this phone and computer and I get something different. You know why? Because I think all I can use is a phone and you can use more. Oh my God, no thanks. Let me see if I can do this. Find, search, regeneration station. Where am I? Why isn't that coming up? Does yours read True Places or Regeneration Station?
True Places.
Yes. Is it live? I'm turning. Absolutely right. I'm on mute. Okay. So, Sydney, it's my WhatsApp for this Chromebook is downloading all the things so I can put that directly into WhatsApp. So, you're telling me you can't click, if you're on your phone, you can't click on that True Places link. Uh-oh, share screen. Let me share a screen right now, the one I'm on right now. Here. Share. Okay. Just one. Just two. You can, I want to share this instead, sharing this tab. Do you see right here on the right, all the chats? Are you saying you can't actually click on that True Places right here that I'm circling? You can't see that on your phone. I have a feeling you can't.
No,
Okay. Sorry?
I can't see it.
Okay, that is interesting. I want to see, because I really do think I need to be doing this on the phone. And if you can't see it, I got to fix that beforehand. No problem. While that's downloading, I did want to. So now you understand why that Claude is coming to you. We'll just close that and I'll send that link. Okay, now here is my next thing. I want to share with you something. And I need your opinion. Sorry, this is not to close. Sorry, I want to show you something. Adriana. Hold on, Casarilla. Here we go. No. Okay, hang on. I'm going to find it. Hold on. NNP. Okay. Here we go. Let me show you something real quick. Hopefully, let me go over here and make sure I'm sharing my screen. I'm sharing this one right here. All right, here's the email. Okay. If you remember back in March, here we are, right? I got a scrambling for this thing. Thank you for letting us. Can you see what I'm doing? I just want to make sure. Thumbs up. Uh-oh. And I'm about to die. Hold on. Let me get me plugged in before I die. So, March, I submitted $650,000 proposal. Honest to God, it was such a ridiculous kind of process for me. It made no sense to me. But I did want to go back and talk about why this is important. And here we are. And what I want to do is go down and show you, go ahead and show you this. We're going to open in a new tab, share this tab instead, move this aside, and I want to talk about this proposal, okay? When you need to stop me, I can't see the screen, just shout out, whoa, 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 or give me a stop sign or an emoji or something, okay? So here we are.
Okay.
Here is the slideshow. In short, turning $650K into STEM infrastructure, local economic value, and measurable community impact across 4 countries. This is completely built with Claude, early stages. It was a bit of chat GPT until March, when I'm pretty sure I wholly did this in Claude. I had already got my 4C field guide. That is what they loved, the 4 Cs. They loved the 4 Cs. What they saw was here. Do you see this word? STEM infrastructure. Got it? Across 4 countries,
Yeah.
right? And this will look likely familiar. I will even make sure that you have access to this at some point. I'll make sure we feed the beast with it. Where our missions meet. This is a company, and the reason I do want to send this to you in some way, shape, or form is I want you to look up this, 4Cubics Net Nature Positive. I'd never heard of it. I'd never heard of NNP. I did not realize it was something beyond 4Cubics. It's actually a big deal. And what I found out the hard way is that it's blockchain. Now, I knew it was blockchain, but they weren't exactly being transparent about the blockchain, if you know what I mean. I had to go look for it. I had to go to people who understood this language and say, what does this mean? So that already, for the work that you and I do, just you and I'm not even going to ask you to speak outside of your own community. That's weird. If we don't really understand the model, it's not our fault. So anyway, I went, okay, I don't quite understand this, but I'll feed Claude everything about nature positive and cubics. And this is what it spit out. And my friend went, oh my God, it's fabulous. So one of those things was this part. It looked at this. I did not know what that was when I wrote this. We have our 4C framework. That's all there. Threw in some numbers. I'll let you read that. What it makes possible, that all changes now. All changes based on the Kufaru Club. 4 pilot projects. Again, this all changes. It's the Kufaru Club. You'll see what I was working towards. Where your investment goes, we're all about ROI at Regeneration Station. Real, MEL, to get your real ROI. That is what I'm promoting over here in my voice. How you want to do it is up to you. Here's your investment. I talked about the NGO funders. Look, you're on there. Now it's beyond that. We're looking at this whole thing. It's really interesting. So I told him, if I had $650,000, this is what I'd do right now, right? And then I talked about our partners. I talked about our partners as human beings, not the organizations. That's really important to me. The organizations are down below, but our partners are you, Sydney, because you are the only one who is doing what you're doing with Six Bricks. Same with Kate, same with Antonio. Antonio is going to do music with Six Bricks, okay? I wanted a Texas international connection with Science in a Suitcase. Does it make sense? Antonio teaching the Six Bricks, the 6 strings of music or something, whatever, or his brother or somebody, is the symbiotic between the step before STEM, Six Bricks, and WRO. And who knows that better than Antonio Delgado? Nobody. Let him play music. Let him have joy. He has got a lot going on in his own world of AI. Let him be. That's where I'm coming from. Okay. So Antonio Delgado, for me, comes out of that. I have a different place for him. But I wanted to show you who I presented. I did not talk about corporates. I didn't talk about all that kind of stuff. I talked about our partners, and look at who I talked about. All NGOs. They are all NGOs. Okay. Reason for that is I also had to start tying in farmers. They wanted to talk about the North-South. I hate that. Do you know that NGO term, that nonprofit term? We got to move the resources from the North to the South. Have you ever heard that, Sydney?
Yeah, I've had that and it's definitely ridiculous.
So you think it's as ridiculous as I think it's ridiculous?
Probably more than you.
Okay. Well, see, Sydney, that's why I need your voice. I'm going to start traveling. And Sydney, you're going to have to go, okay, what? Okay, because I'm Sydney and I understand Barbara, let me explain that in the local context, okay? You become the Barbara whisperer of the work that you're doing. I don't need to talk about it, Sydney. I need to shut up and put up. I need to shut up, put up, and show up. Those are my 3 things. And I'm saying that to people, Sydney. I am not talking anymore. If you want more, I need you to put up some resource, money, talent, a platform. I don't care. It's whatever Sydney's asking for, but put it up. I need you to show up in person as a real person on the ground with our work. And then I need you to shut up and let the local community tell you how you fit in. You're gonna have to shut up. So Sydney, I'm very harsh about that because I am literally describing the white woman walking as me. I am the original. I have to be able to point that finger right back at me and go, don't be me for the last 20 years. I'm gonna speed this up. We're gonna shove it right to Sydney. I got other shit to do, but Sydney's got this. Because Sydney has Kate and Sydney has Jeremy and Sydney has every resource at his hands to deliver all 4 bricks, plus the movement, the water, plus the regenerative. We're ready to measure. My whole thing going out, and my friend said, my coach, my friend, my believer said, Barbara, for 1 week, I need you to take a break. Give the community a space to breathe. And let's all talk about how you raise 15 grand in a week. And I said, okay. She goes, Barbara, give me 1 week. We're going to get that 15 grand in a week. There is just a different way to do it. I need you to step back long enough to watch the water clear. I need to watch the river settle. I need to stop churning the water to let it settle. That's where my heart is right now. And I woke up literally to this germination project, right? So I'm like, holy heck. I went from March, this thing was $650,000, and I'm now connecting Netherlands, Portugal, and Italy. And at the time, it didn't make sense to me. To this morning when I went, oh my God, the germination makes sense to me. So that is why I'm telling you, Sydney, as my Beyond OPC, I wanted you to see what we suggested and what I'm completely withdrawing. I am writing directly to these people. And let me tell you why. Because I met with, because I sent this out in March, right? Remember? And I went, I don't know, y'all, it could happen, who knows? Everyone's telling me it's fraud. My friends who understand the language of NNP, EBT, EFTs, all that commerce nonsense. I don't even know if I'm on screen to be showing my air quotes of commerce. But my commerce, it made no sense. Make a big budget. I went, okay. And so I went, well, already this doesn't make sense. I've been working with nonprofits 20 years, right? So what am I missing here? So then let me go back to my email. In last July or something, I got a message from these people. Let me just back this back down here. Let me go back out to these people. Okay. Let me go back to NNP, Cubics.
Madam.
Okay, here I am, and I'm going to share this tab instead. Can you see my Cubics plus NNP? Here we go. Let me just go back to the last one. That was March, right? Okay. July 30th, I get a new message. Let me see. Here is it. July 30th. When was that? Like a week ago. 10 days ago. 10 days ago. Please answer these things. So I did a reply all, change the subject. Here's all this, right? I even included you. Your name is in there. Beyond OPC Wildlife Conservation Curriculum is managed by Sydney Lejore, blah, blah, blah. So all they wanted to know was, hey, answer all this and show us where $250,000 to $500,000 will go into the local economy. And I'm like, okay, great. You want to see the impact, right? So I'm going to do this as well. I'm going to go to Google Docs and right now share this with you. So you'll be able to look at that later. But I sent them a, let me see, it's not even 2 pages, is it? It is literally 2 pages, I think. Right? Claude did the whole thing in 20 minutes. And I said, here I am. And the whole thing took 20 minutes. But what it took me hours to do, hold on 1 second. It's going to let me share. I'm going to share this tab. What took me hours to do was to feed Claude everything about what it takes for us to do a trip so that we could start to talk about our 4 C's framework, what we're measuring, the MEL, why the industry needs it, and why I need to go on the road to start this. And I showed, let me show you, Sydney. Can you see it? Stop me if you can't. Because what I wanted to show was right here. Trip price. $5,000, all this. True Places operations. I gave myself $1,000 per trip for me, right? So that's Barbara Jobert as CEO, whatever my title is within the trip, right? But it's your trip. The vendor spend in country, food accommodation, all of that has to go to Kenyan vendors. Then there's a Kenya-based partner. Right now, that Kenya-based partner will be paid $200 every day that they are presenting some kind of project every day, not the trip. That is daily. Why? Because tour guides around the world make $200 a day. That is an average price. That's why I said we're not paying the tourism industry anymore. I'm paying Kate and I'm paying Sydney. That is where the institutions come in. You're paying nonprofits, but really you're paying Kate and Sydney, and that's why you got to meet Kate and Sydney and Jeremy and everybody else. Make sense? So that is just, look at that right now. $4,000 shows up in Kenya. No travel company in the world will give you that right now. Not one, but we can. And I'm about to show them how to do it live every day until the end of September, until we're all together and having a big party on September 30th. So you scale that across a whole year of programming. The lowest case scenario, $256,000. The base case, $400,000 in 10 trips in 1 year goes into Nanyuki. Imagine that. Or whatever other trip experience, whatever we're doing, right? So this is what I sent them exactly a week ago. Is they sent me the email 10 days ago, hey, reply. And I sent them, I gave it like, I think a day or two. And then on Saturday or Sunday, I sent this 4Cs framework, which I can now share. Let's do that right now before Barbara loses track of everything. Bear with me, Sydney. And I'm going to go restricted to Regeneration Station because one day that's going to pay off. I'm sure of it. Kate, Sydney, Sydney. And right now I'm going to do Hillary because you understand, between you and Hillary, we understand the step before STEM and WRO. Jeremy, if he needs to be in there later, let's do it. But for right now, Jeremy's got enough to do. Right? If you'll probably agree with me. Jeremy is inside WRO in that he is focused in the arena. We're going beyond the arena in September. All right. This is what I proposed to them. So look at this number right here. In-kind value per year, $60,000 to $90,000. Right? 60 hours at $100 to $150 an hour. Look at all that, right? We're doing our own MEL. So all that is in there and the value of what Claude and I think it is, plus the turning the MEL data into destination strategy. That is what regenerative travel is not doing. Diane Dredge is trying to teach people in her space. Anna Pollock goes to regenerative farms, regenerative islands, regenerative things. They all go. We need more people to go with them like you. You have something to teach and they have something to teach you. I don't know what it is yet. You already know they have something to teach you in India and something to teach. You have something to teach them in India and India has something to teach you. That's not for me to tell you what that is. Agree or disagree? I'm telling you, after writing this impact thing, I thought, look at the money. And now look at these 3 countries of Kenya, South Africa, and India. I just expanded all of this. This is my mycelium, this page right here. This part right here. This is the mycelium we've already built. This is money is ready to flow. Money and resources. Look at that, 400 grand. Can you imagine what we could do? I'm beyond myself, and I'm reading this impact going, this is incredible. Proof and practice, 1 flagship itinerary, and it is 1 itinerary. It's our itinerary right here. Look at this beautiful thing. Look at this beautiful thing. Starting September 16th to the 23rd and September 23rd to the 30th, I've already built it, right? I did all of this last Saturday with Claude. It takes no time at all because Claude has everything. And here it is, 6 bricks in a suitcase. I officially called it 6 bricks in a suitcase. I went from that first thing, I threw it out the window and rewrote this to say in 2 pages, this is how I'll do it, right? Here it is. Here's all of this, 5 classrooms. I could not give you any more beautiful layout in 3 pages. I'm hoping now, did I share it with everybody? I'm pretty sure I did. Editor. Oh, Sydney personal, and Hillary personal because he is not, sorry, Hillary, Human Practice Foundation. So share anyway. And let me see the sharing, and I'll take out. I really need to start doing that. I'm going to keep him in as this is only a viewer, he can't add it. Okay. Now, so do you understand? On Sunday, I sent all this. So I'm thinking, great, they read it. So on Monday at 8:00 in the morning, I had a great conversation with somebody who wants to connect you and Kate and everybody around the world. And I'm riding high. I'm like, oh my God, it's working. I have this new channel of, I have one person to call and he will blast it to regenerative people because he is young. He is energetic. He's building this regenerative world to come together. His name is Jamie Burr. I cannot wait to introduce Sydney to Jamie Burr because Sydney is going to get Jamie Burr excited about our part of regenerative travel. So that's why they don't need to hear from me. No more white women walking. I want to get on a plane and let Jamie talk to Sydney, talk to Kate, talk to Dr. K, Dr. T absolutely is in there. Now, Jamie, join our Living Regenerative University. What do you want to study? Agriculture? Here's Kate. Here is Coretta. How do you get to Coretta? Through Sydney. Here's Mazzani and Kate. You go straight to Kate. Kate needs no introduction. She is her own LLC and does what she wants with her money. And I'm trying to show people our resources, our commerce, our sea is yellow. Our sea is the yellow brick. Our commerce is a pool, a big pool. And all the resources go in the pool. And then we say, what do we do now? All right, 2 people want to come, 10,000. They want to come with us to India. Well, that's 10,000 in the pool. I can buy tickets for absolutely everybody, including those 2 people. Wouldn't that solve our problems? So we have to open up India, but I don't know who to open it to. But you know where I'm going to introduce it? At the Rhinery, at Blake's birthday on Saturday. So I'm going to do nothing but what my coach is recommending. Let's go forth. Let's announce this. Let's just do our own thing, Sydney. So that is the result of a conversation I had after Jamie Burr, after he's connected me, and people said, Barbara, I really appreciate the way you speak about travel and the difference you feel between tourism and travel. And my coach went, duh, Barbara, I've been trying to tell you that. Go, Barbara, take your passion, take your, what is very clear, sometimes frustration, go and communicate that in a way that says, never mind me, go talk to Sydney. He's the expert. Hey, Sydney. And you'll go, yep, gotcha. Because you will be the gatekeeper for OPC. Now, the reason I wanted to talk to you about this is at 11 o'clock last Monday, and I will even send you the transcript. I got on the phone and I want to come out here, right here, and I want to stop sharing. And because I want you to truly, like, this is a human being to human being. And at any point in time, if you need to come on and let me just see your facial expressions when I talk about the experience I had in the first 5 minutes. Let me open it up. So it's 11 o'clock. And these people who just said, love your $650,000 project. Love the 6 bricks. Love the going into remote. Love your impact. I sent the impact on, you know what, I do remember. I sent it like Friday or Saturday. And my friend, Laura, who had introduced me to Ed and Joe and Sonder, she is lovely. Oh my God, I love her passion, her energy, her thoughtfulness, the way her brain is like, we're both mycelium. We're kind of connecting. She knows everybody. She knows the best music in Austin. So just listen to Laura Cox give you the best music in Austin. She and I are copacetic. And we met because we have a mutual friend, Teresa, who I adore. And that's a whole nother connection. None of those stories I'll tell you. I'll simply explain it because it's Laura in this square. And we got Joe and Ed and Sonder, a Dutchman, a Portuguese, and a Belgian. So these 3 European men are my audience I'm talking to, okay? So within the first 5 minutes, everybody's hopping on. And I'm like, hey, and my own self and Laura and all this. And I'm like, I can't even believe I'm here. I've never asked for $650,000. And they're like, oh my God, we want to hear all about it. And then I said, okay, so let me just, and Laura said, apparently he has some updates. So I went, are you kidding me? We've got kids who already won. We're going to India. We have the license for Six Bricks, all the winning, all the bonus, everything you and I, and the world, our world, all that success. And I can't wait to get to India and start planning this. And I'm going on, next week. They're like, when are you leaving? I said, oh, I'm trying to leave next week. And, today could be a big moment for me. So let's talk. And they went, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and talk. We're all here now. Love your work. Tell us about what you do. And I'm like, well, surely you read the March thing. No, apparently they hadn't really read it. One guy he loved the Train the Trainer. One of the guys loved the Train the Trainer. I want to say it's Sonder immediately saw that. And I said, yes. Oh, good. Sonder. So at some point in time in the conversation, I'm going, Sonder, the reason I'm in Kenya is because the school system across Kenya is recognizing CBC and Six Bricks and CBC and TOT they're all just this wonderful, yummy, warm pool to run into. And he's like, oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about. So Sonder and I were connecting. Within the first 25 to 30 minutes, now, one of the older guys, Joe or Ed, can't remember. Oh, it's Ed. Sorry, I'm going to take that back. It's Ed. Ed said, this is really interesting, but your website doesn't work. And I went, mm-hmm. And he said, we can't do anything without a website. I'm like, well, that's interesting. And I'm going to go back and look at the transcript because I'm like, okay, I mean, that's easily fixed, but that's by design because it was. When the website expired on July 1st or something. I don't know. Don't even care. I didn't care. I shut it off. It was a placeholder. It was just a page. And I'm like, this isn't working for me because my work is y'all's website, not mine. So I shut it off and went, no, my work is Kate and her website. My work is Sydney and his Beyond OPC website or whatever else website out there. Number two, I believe the internet is simply a place that everybody should have access to. So when he said everybody should be able to see your website, and I at some point I'm like, yeah, I agree. But where I go, they don't even have internet. So you want it to be open to everybody. So the first thing we need to do is fund everybody getting the internet. So that's a baseline red brick. Do we agree that everybody should have internet access? On that call, I think everybody would have had we had that conversation, but we didn't. Ed just wanted to complain that there was no website because they can't go after funding with a website that doesn't work because the companies need to start researching us. And I'm like, I'm not saying you can't research us. We are elsewhere. We're also not on the website because the website is dangerous for women and children. So until you give free access to women and children, access to the internet to start protecting themselves on the internet, how about y'all fund the internet? Maybe that's the infrastructure you need to be in. So I'm thinking all this, but also saying by design, I turned the website off. You are correct. I have one place and one place only, Substack. I am talking live on Substack now so that Substack AI and everybody else's AI is hearing. I want one place to find us because now I can measure the people I really want. I don't want everybody, Ed. Thank you. I appreciate that, but that is old man timey thinking. Western north to south bullshit. We need corporates. And I'm like, okay. So anyway, all right. So I'm hearing that. I'm like, absolutely. That's an easy thing. Not a problem. So then they carry on and they go, well, tell us other things. And I said, let me tell you, we have done so much work on this. This work has not stopped. If I had 50 grand right now, I could get on a plane right now and go see your project in Faro in Portugal. I read all about that project. Can we talk about that project? And immediately they're like, I don't know. And the Portuguese guy goes, no, that's not really what we do. And I'm like, well, I'm confused. So you're not funding. And they're like, yeah, we don't fund. We are out there looking for people to invest in an NNP. And I'm like, okay, so guys, and I said this out loud, guys, you understand that what I fed Cubics NMP to my friends, and Claude both originally from January to March said this is a fraud. This is fraud. You will either be asked for money, you will be either asked to, hey, save your spot, reserve your space, whatever it is. And I'm like, yeah, for investments, I get that. I get that for reserve your spot for this new exclusive wine club. Sure, because there's going to be something exclusive about it. If you know what I mean. Sorry, I got to make sure I'm charging because I may not be. I might be losing. Uh-oh, hang on. My computer is on its last leg. The reason I'm saying this, and I have no idea, Sydney, if you're even still on there, I would love it. Because
I am on.
Thank you, Sydney. This is the kind of, so I'm sitting here listening, and all they're using are words like scalable, replicable, all this. And I'm like, wait a minute, we are not on the same page. So by now, when they go, you can't go to that project. And I said, I don't understand. I'm flying like next Sunday, the 16th, or the next Sunday. Sorry, this is Monday. In a couple of weeks, I'm getting on a plane and I have a stopover. I could make it Amsterdam, Brussels, or Portugal. The capital of Portugal is Lisbon. Sorry, I've been in Faro all this time. I can easily get to a project. Faro is right there. It's a place that I found looking for regenerative examples. Why wouldn't I go there? And they said, Barbara, because we don't fund the work. And I went, what do you mean you don't fund the work? How did I submit and start talking about this in January? And I got all the way to here exactly 6 days ago. You're telling me now you don't fund the work. Then what do you fund? Now, of course, Laura, my friend, is about ready to have a conniption because she's never heard me scrutinize the money. Nobody else is scrutinizing the money. They're like, free money? Hell yeah, I'll put in a bigger budget. And Laura's like, Barbara, we want you to think bigger. And I'm like, okay, put up or shut up. Give me, and I said, okay, give me 50 grand right now, and I will invite you into this work. I'll buy your seats right. Who wants to go where? Let's go to Portugal, go to Faro. Let's go to OPC. You're like in the same time zone for Kenya or an hour off. Come on. One weekend, give me 2 nights at Old Pajetta Conservancy, and I will show you the work. And they're like, no, Barbara, we own. And so Laura's like, yeah, Barbara, they don't need to see the work. And I said, y'all are not hearing me. Yes, you do. I don't. So what you're asking me to do is take mysterious money, $650,000 around, whatever the fuck around. No, they call them a cycle. I don't know what the fuck a cycle is. They didn't explain that either. And I'm asking for I need real money right now. Right now. What are you investing in? Well, they're not. They told me, Barbara, you go and package that up in a pretty little bow. We need you to do this and this and this and this and this. And I'm like, okay, now I understand. You want infrastructure. And they go, yeah. And I'm like, why didn't you say that? Oh my God. Now I'm frustrated and now I'm pissed. I'm sorry. They called it hard shell. And Sydney, I'm sorry I'm getting frustrated, but you see why I need a Sydney whisperer. A hard shell. Is that what y'all are calling it now? And you know why? Because infrastructure implies charity. Charity is dead. Companies need us. And I looked them right in the eye and told them that. So you're telling me, why are we even having a conversation? I don't understand this. And Claude told me, yeah, Barbara, at minute 49, and I'll send you that. I'm at this point, she's livid. Laura's going, we don't understand what you're talking about. They're going, you just don't understand. And I was going, you're right. I don't understand. And this is a good thing. I need y'all to realize I'm not your gal because I am so small when it comes to the work that what you're looking for, you need OPC. You want infrastructure projects? I said, so what about this? All right. How about this? give me 50 grand, I'll build you a classroom. No, that's not how it works. I said, are you telling me you don't have somebody? We've been talking about this since January. NNP and Cubics, and you're telling me you haven't even found 50,000 from an investor to invest in a place and to give the money to start the work? No, that's not how we work. And I said, then that's exactly how we don't work. We work exactly opposite. So that phone call ended very abruptly. It was cantankerous. I loved every minute of it. And my whole mycelium energy was just, I wish there was an aura camera on me, because I shot an aura so bright as the rainbow that said, no, you're not talking to my people. No way. And there it is again. I got to quit saying that. But I do get possessive about the relationships I have built, but they're not mine. I'm grateful to Well Aware, grateful to Six Bricks, grateful to Science in a Suitcase, and every single person listed on every single organization listed, but it's a human being that's doing the work. If you don't fund the humans, not interested. Thank you. I'm good. So that was, Laura, my friend who brought me into this 6 months ago, was so furious with me. She hung up on me. And I texted her and said, if you can't do a conversation like this, we cannot work together. Immediately called me back. I'm sorry. I got frustrated. And you know what her answer was to me? She's like, she's gobsmacked. We thought we were simply going to say, yeah, let's go. We wanted you to tweak a couple of things. Barbara, make it $3,000 a cycle. And I'm like, first of all, you haven't explained anything of the money. No, thank you. I just don't understand. It's really interesting, the conversation. I wish I could have taken her phone call with me and put it into Claude, because what Claude told me was very telling and very reassuring. Barbara, you are a gatekeeper to my relationships. They're not my people, they're my relationships. And I no more can tell OPC to talk to you guys. Hey, I'm going to tell Sydney. He's the gatekeeper to OPC, hard shell. I want nothing to do with it. And my point is, Sydney, have you heard about this NNP before? Have you heard of Cubics? Have you heard of this new way of funding called all this? And I'm like, I didn't get it. So guess what I did? A little bit longer, Sydney. I swear to God, it's worth it. I know you're tired. I want to show you something. So what I did was I got out of that. I went, okay, I fed the beast on that. Let me go back to my email. Cancel. Let me go back to my email. Okay. Am I still sharing my screen? I'm not, because I wanted my face to come back on. And I'm looking forward to whatever reaction you have to this when I actually shut up. I promise it will happen. Because I want to tell you how I responded on behalf as mycelium. I want you to see how I responded to NNP from a lady named Alicia, sweet Alicia. God love you. And I actually read this out online on Substack when I was trying to go live, and that's when I figured out that live was not working. Here's Share This tab. So I'm going to now read to you. So last Monday, we have a complete breakdown, and it's great for me because I'm like, oh my God, this is fantastic. I now understand, because what I did on Tuesday was take time out and research NNP and Cubics. I kid you not. Look at this. You can see this, right? Alicia, sweet girl, from earthly.org. I'm like, wow, it's a .org. 4 days ago. Look, that was the Wednesday. I had the meeting on August the 3rd, the cantankerous meeting with NNP Cubics. And I went, oh my God, I understand this now. Regeneration Station Journey to Net Nature Positive. Some time has passed since Regeneration Station first connected with Earthly, and the nature credit market has moved a good deal since then. Really? Has it now? I'm like, I totally understand. At Earthly, we help businesses invest in nature-based. Right now, I'm pausing to notice nature-based environmental projects. We sell colon nature-based carbon credits, comma, voluntary biodiversity credits, and I swear to God, I'll choke this down, bespoke portfolio building. These can support net zero targets, ESG alignment, embodied carbon goals, or social value commitments in tenders. Our products are screened by Keystone, which evaluates 168 data points across carbon, biodiversity, and community impact. Independent verification sits behind each check. Hope your work is going well these days. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Well, guess how I was feeling on that Wednesday? So this is how I reached out. Hi, Alicia. Thank you so much for reaching out again. Indeed, your industry is certainly making its mark. Unfortunately, not in a positive way. On Monday, I had a conversation with 3 Europeans in the NNP blockchain business. Based on that experience, we want nothing to do with anything that is trying to commoditize our work. Our communities are looking for regenerative thinkers who actually engage and work with them, not package them into a pretty project to sell to some company to make them feel better about the damage their work is doing to the environment or to give them yet another tax write-off. I am happy to engage in a conversation, but I am not a consultant and I am not here to educate you on why regenerative practices are not for sale. My time starts at $150 per hour. Billed in hourly increments. If that is acceptable, see below for the calendar link. Good luck, and there I am. I will stop sharing that and come back out here briefly to show you one other place that I want to show you. And that is, okay, let me go back. How do I get out of here? Let me go back. Eek. If I close that, what do I get? Did I get out? No, I didn't. So here I am. I'm back. I want to share one other thing. We're just going to go to Chrome. Keystone. Okay, I'll bite. Like I'm supposed to know what Keystone is. So let's just go there because I'm all about the MME. MME. MEL. I'm all about the measurement evaluate. All right. Thank you. Oops, sorry. I'll give you that, Alicia. I didn't spell it right. Keystone. What is it? Yeah, I know what a keystone is because of a building science degree. A keystone is actually the wedge holding everything else together. So I get the name Keystone. You did not give me a single link for me to scrutinize Keystone. The reason that's important, I don't care that Keystone is measuring. We are measuring. Your measurements have to fit into our measurements. My measurements of my regenerative work, and I do mean mine and my relationships, is mine and mine alone. Just like Sydney has his own MEL. It is not for you, NNP, EFT, whatever bullshit you are, nor somebody named Keystone. Roll of the eyes. Let me just make sure I got that roll of the eyes in there. It's not up to you to tell us who the MELs are. You need to fund the measuring. I don't need your measurements. You know why I don't want them? Because you are measuring so that some company buys something. They want to invest in something. You want them to buy a pretty picture. No, thank you. So my message is put up the money, even if it's $1,500 with germination, put up the money, show up in person to a meeting with everybody, or better yet, show up in place on the ground and then everybody shut up and let that place and that community tell you what the measurables are. This is where I am because when I got that email and I went, are you shitting me? Oh no, I better have a response. So Sydney, the reason I'm showing you that, the reason I'm frustrated is because I am going on a road trip. I don't know how this is going to look coming out of me, but it better be respectful for the work that we're doing. The last thing in the world I will ever do is jeopardize Sydney's work, Kate's work, Jeremy's work. So when I hit that plane and I start talking to people and doing what they're asking me to do is show us what you see. I'm not showing me, I'm showing you. So anytime you want to respond to NNP, including now, what it is, have you seen it, never heard of it? But hey, apparently they got millions of dollars for hard shell. So I said, okay, give me 50 grand. I'll go build a schoolhouse. I said, okay. I know someone who can build a schoolhouse with 50 grand. His name is Turk Pipkin. Turk Pipkin, 30 for, I don't even know how many years. I need to honor Turk Pipkin. He put up his money, his talent, his skills, his bravery, his lust of life and living and getting out there and meeting. That's Turk Pipkin. He showed up. He put up first. Guess what he did? He showed up. He showed up on the ground with a camera and was curious and asked questions and said, well, what are we doing here? We need water? Okay. Hey, I know these folks named Well Aware put up a well. Well Aware showed up on the ground and have put up multiple wells. And you know what they did? They even shut up by bringing their own people to put that well in with locals, and we shut up and let the locals do what they were doing. And boy, I can do that even better now. I don't have to be there because your intro is Sydney. Sydney is a human. I need investment in Sydney, not hard shell. Now, OPC and Justin, if you want to have a conversation about what hard shell is, I will dress y'all up in the prettiest bow, but y'all got to tell me where to tie it. I don't even know the knot you want. But I'm not answering or addressing or spending one more hour. I've probably spent 100 hours on this stupid Cubics NNP just to prove to myself and to tell them you're a scam. And I'll tell you what happened. When Laura and I hung up, I'm like, Laura, I can make a budget as big as you want. You have not told me the cost of this money. There is a cost to commerce. So I am writing back to them. I want you to erase every ounce of every human I've mentioned out of Cubics NNP submission. Not only are we out, do not talk to these organizations until you've talked to Sydney, Kate, or Hillary, period. I think that's fair. Even Miracle, anybody listed. I'm telling them in a video, thank you, Ed. Made a website just for you, Ed. Wait till you see what I did, Sydney. It's so cheeky. And I'm sending other things. Hey, can you hear me? So, Sydney, that is the end. It is 2:30. I will never ask you to be up this late unless you know it's important. I want you to create a submission for this germination with Claude. You can do it. It's due tomorrow. And we will do a video submission of all 5 people. You do the first. I guarantee we can do the others. I can submit this by tomorrow. Y'all are ahead of me. But you wake up before me. Do you want to help me do a submission for the germination while I answer to NNP with whatever you want me to answer with? And I'm now going to be quiet and let you speak.
Yeah, I will help with that, but I'll request that you send me the link on WhatsApp. The germination link. You're on mute.
Sorry, I'm moving my window. Okay, so here we are. I am now on WhatsApp here, which means I can go back to our Substack. I'm going to go back and I'm going to start adding all the links to your WhatsApp, right? Is that correct?
Yep.
Copying. I got to go back to Claude. Hang on. I think I got it. I have to go back to first. I'm going to download this. This is the .mnd, right? I shared the .mnd. I'm going to go like this and see if I can do this. Here we go. See. Now I'm going to go back to WhatsApp. And I'm doing that here. Tell me if you see the PDF of I'm not even sure what it's called, but you'll tell me what that's called. We're going to talk about what you don't have to do this. Then I want to go to this. And the reason I wanted to go to this email is I wanted to show you I'm going to print the whole thing. I'm going to send to create a QR. No, save as. Here we go. Print. Yep. All right. Uh-oh. Downloads. NNP, sorry, Alicia. I keep saying that because she just happened to be the one in the way. But I bet you money she even feels this way. Who wants to sell that crap? That's crazy. Okay, so there I am now giving you a link. Control C. No, I'm not. I'm going back here to WhatsApp. I'm going here to add a document in downloads. Sorry, Alicia. So that's why you can feed all this into Claude, how you want to respond to NNP. If you like it, great, do nothing. If you want to add something, I would love it because it's not just me speaking. That's the point of that. Next is I want to go up here and I want to go to Claude and I want to tell you why this is important. I want to go back to 6% suitcase. Hang on, let me go back. Where is, hold on 1 second for me. Let me see if it's here. I think it is. Okay. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. I got this. Sorry. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just trying to find where. No. Hold on. I'm sorry. I know there's an easier way to do this. Can I search? Cubics and Laura. No. Hang on. Is this the original one? Yep. Here's this. Hold on. Let me see if that's what happened. No. Dang it. Do you have this? How I got to that submission? I think I did. Never mind. Bear with me, Sydney. I really want to find. Hang on. New partners have appeared. Yes. 4 cubics alignment question. We've been watching. Okay, here we go. Here's this. No, actually, bear with me. I'm going to find you a few more. I'll let you go. But all of this to say, can we launch a Kifaru club with Reinery with a very simple ask? I don't know what the ask is because you're the NGO and they're the NGO. I'm there just to facilitate fun stuff going on. What can we create outside of it? That's a start. How does that sound? And are you an hour and 18? You deserve to go. What do you think? Good to go for now?
I think, I think it is something that we can look into. I'll try to look at different structures that we can collaborate with the Reinery and, of course, how it benefits OPC and all that.
Yep.
So I'll try to come with different possibilities and different structures, and then we can discuss them in detail to see which works for us. Then I'll look at the links tomorrow in the morning. My battery is running low,
Okay.
and we can regroup probably tomorrow in the evening, and I'll have one or two things to say.
Exactly. And here's the thing, that germination, even if we miss the deadline, it helps. I thought it was brilliant because you'll see that germination thing. If you ask Claude, there's no one backbone called Regeneration Station submitting for as many rib cages for stability or hip bones or whatever. I'm just the spine going, where are we going? Can we start building a skeleton? And Claude went, yes, there are others that work, that are all individuals, and they're trying to work towards one project. You are the only one where you've already built 5 individual people's dreams and wishes that I'll feed and do the connectivity. I'm now the mycelium. That's what I am, right? You're feeding the flow of mycelium. Your $1,500 not only goes to your community, imagine if all $1,500 go into the pool and we all start talking and looking in the pool, right? Look in the water. Everybody has water issues. If NNP wants to package up hard shell at sexy places like OPC, everybody wants that. You know why they don't want me? They want you. They want OPC. They don't want me. They want the animals and the kids, and that's you. That's beyond OPC. And that's my question. I don't know if this is $1,500 for Beyond OPC, Sydney the individual. That's what I challenge. I think it should be. I absolutely think you are an individual, Sydney the citizen of Nanyuki, asking for $1,500, and Kate the citizen of Nairobi and her $1,500 to become a facilitator. Maybe it's $1,500. That's $1,500 towards your flights. I towards your India trip. That's where you need to be asking for $1,500 right now. And tomorrow we'll submit it and go, let me show you how it's going to change the world. And we'll keep you in tune. How about that for 5 people asking for $1,500 individually? I'll back it up as the American with the American, Dr. T. I need her to get $1,500. She's got to get paid. Okay, thank you, Sydney. Dr. T's got to get paid. This is my answer to NMP. Microfund $1,500 to these 6 people and watch us work. Fund the work. It's got ROI. Thank you, Sydney. Your phone's going off. I love you. If you have anything else, text it. Anything else you want to say to me right now?
Well, I'm fine for now. My phone is really going down very fast. I'll update you more tomorrow.
Okay, awesome. You go. I'm going to do my work in my time zone here because Sydney, I also, my property and my funding is about to happen, but I have to go and focus on everything personal from here on out. But I think this is the first way to start asking for $1,500. Even if it fails, we have it for the winery on Saturday, and I'm going to stand up and go, who wants in at $1,500? And I'm telling you, it's going to be an auction. It'll be an auction. You'll go for higher than $1,500 because it's real money, real people. So thank you. Let's focus on the winery. I will focus on our presence. You just focus on, I got something to teach kids for 15 minutes. Listen to Sydney. Let's go. Love you. And woohoo! Let's go have a great week. I leave on Sunday. See you soon.